What's up, guys? Bajheera here. Holy moly, New World is out, and it is so much fun, man. I had such a good time playing in the alphas, the closed beta, the open beta, and now that the game is actually out, it just feels that much better. And I wanted to make a quick video for you guys showing you kind of where I'm at after day one, which is a pretty epic day. We're streaming live at twitch.tv/Bajheera during our gaming sessions. If you guys want to come hang out, it's been a lot of fun so far. But like I said, I also wanted to give you guys just kind of a review of where I'm at and give you guys some insight onto or into the PvP build that I'm playing while I'm leveling up, which is a build that I like a lot. Will probably change as we go, but once again, just the game's amazing. And if you guys are looking for some guidance or some tips or just curious what I'm up to, that's what this video is about. So, first things first, we can just go through my gear, just for fun, just show you guys a few interesting little tidbits about what we're working with. So, I've got some Marauder set items that I've converted to strength and constitution, and how you do this is there's these little tokens. If you scroll down, there are these little tokens that if you craft at the appropriate crafting station, so this is light headwear, so I have to go to like the cloth crafting station, then you can use this armor piece and the token to convert it to the stats that you want. So you don't have to have caster stats on like light gear. And the reason I'm wearing light armor is because I like to be able to do the dodge roll. It feels really, really good. Plus I can still wear the Golden Rage armor set that I got from Twitch drops from closed beta and look really cool anyway. So I've got the Marauder set. I found just something that has some strength on it. And once again, I'm wearing light armor. I could probably sneak like some more medium armor, but I think my pants are medium, yeah. So there's some medium items that I can get in overtime. I'll be able to wear more medium stuff. This is the Marauder Gloves, same thing. I converted them to strength constitution. This is, you know, medium leather with a bunch of strength on it. This is the barbarian stuff, or the Marauder stuff with, you know, the barbarian stats, strength constitution. I don't have any sockets in those yet, but I could. One of these quests is from, I think you do some quests in Monarch and then turn it back in like, I don't know, one of the towns is like Everfall or something like that, or Windsward, and you get like a nice constitution and health. I mean, all this is going to be replaced pretty quickly, but just wanted to go through it again. I have the Marauder Soldier Great Axe, and I'm experimenting with this ice damage gem, which is really cool, just because I just found the ice damage and I could craft it, and so I chucked it in my weapon and having some fun with it. So that's the Marauder Great Axe, and then I found this bad boy just out in the wilds. And as you can tell, I'm playing Great Axe Warhammer, which is a really powerful build that I've really enjoyed. You guys know me, I like to play the big swang and two-handed weapons, and being able to do that has not let me down in New World so far. I love the combination of like damage and CC, a little bit of mobility, which will only increase as I get more levels. But in terms of how I'm actually spending my stats, you guys can tell that I'm doing like a strength constitution kind of thing, right? But we'll go through that anyway. I actually got my name too. So cool. So cool. Strength and constitution. You can go full constitution for PvP. I think some people do that. I like to still hit hard, and I feel like if I put some strength in my stats, then it feels much better in PvE too. There is some scaling, but I don't know how intense the scaling is, and I feel like I still want to hit hard. I haven't really messed with my stats too much. I just kind of wanted to keep them approximately even, but my gear has a lot more strength on it than constitution. But I want to try to get both of these nodes. Just nice. We could start working towards this one, though. Some big heavy attacks would be kind of nice. But anyway, going for strength, constitution. No, like, insane, you know, focus on one or the other, or no overly intense focus on keeping them balanced. But I think I'm going to keep putting constitution as long as strength is looking good for now. The big thing is the weapons. So I love Great Axe. That's like my main weapon. And then depending on whether I find a good Warhammer or a good hatchet, that's kind of what I'm using. So I'm just going to talk about these. Sword and shield points are just mostly because I leveled with it. And now I really want to mention that in New World, the weapons seem like very balanced. So if there's a weapon that you'd like to use, you're probably fine to use that. You don't have to do any particular build because these are the best weapons, but they are pretty darn good. You can get more details about the weapons if you just hover over them, which I think is new. Unless I mean I'm just a noob, it is kind of cool to see the actual stats on this thing. So, um, and this is also something that, to me, that I didn't even know, that a heavy attack and a charged heavy are different things. Very interesting. Very interesting. I wonder if you can make a bind separately for heavy attacks. Anyway, let's start off with the great axe. So, my objective when I play great axe is pretty much to get like you go reap, and then I want to get charge, and then I start putting points in like heavy pull and enduring strike to give you some grit, and then I get gravity well. Those are the three main attacks that I like for mobility. So this is like a gap closer. This is like a gap closer, except it's pulling the enemy to you with a little bit more range. And gravity well is an awesome CC. So that's my skill build. The thing about it is, and I'm putting points into the Mauler tree, but I love the Reaper tree. It is so fun. There's like all these things that like give you crits on low health targets, shred armor against low health targets. Light attacks just give you more damage. You can heal off of like crits and stuff. Critical damage is increased. There's just all kinds of crazy stuff, right? And low health, attacks against low health targets heal you. So there's all these like low health things, which is just really, really cool. And healing off of crits. But this talent is insane. You move 30% faster and deal 15% more damage when looking at a foe within 15 meters. So as long as you're facing your opponent and they're within 15 meters, you run at them 30% faster and deal 15% more damage to them. It is so cool. I played with this on closed beta, and oh my gosh, I love this talent so much. It's just going to take a while to get there because I do want points in the Mauler tree. But if I really wanted to, when I had enough points, I could, respec entirely and just go Bloodlust for a while until I get 3 more points to get Gravity Well, which is fine. But I do like this. I think the pole effect. I think it's talking about Reap though. I don't know if this talent is something I'm concerned. I'm like not concerned about, but curious about. I definitely want to see like if you have to like reap and then gravity well in order for them to get held longer, or if it's just working with reap. Either way, CC is so powerful because the game is very positionally based. It's very timing based, and being able to lock down your opponent for a couple attacks is huge. So taking CC talents is a really big deal, and you'll see that sort of idea continued in my Warhammer talents. So Warhammer is another really sick weapon. The way that I play Warhammer is mostly for the CC. Juggernaut is a tree that I have not experimented with too heavily, but I know it is good. Especially Wrecking Ball is a really powerful stun thing. It's like the flatten effect is really good, and it flattens in an AoE, so it's kind of like this. But I do like this tree. But I guess I could, instead of taking Clear Out, I could take something else and then go into here and eventually get Wrecking Ball. So I have like 2 AoE stuns instead of this knockdown thing. But this knockdown thing is pretty cool too. So I'm fine with that one. And this is pretty sick too, because you knock them down and then you run at them faster because you have haste. That's really sick. So I like the Crowd Crusher, the CC tree. So initially I'm just trying to get my abilities, right? Clear Out, Shockwave, Path of Destiny, which is like this huge like linear shockwave that like spreads out. It says it's like linear, but it looks more like it's like a cone. And it has really good range on it. So people running from you, that's like one of the ones to set up. Or you can do Gravity Well into Path of Destiny. I call it Shockwave, so if I say that, just so you know what I'm talking about. And you need the stagger thing too. This is the thing that makes it so good, because it does damage, but then it staggers them, so it's like a little mini stun. And it helps you catch up to them. And all of these provide like a stun, right? This is a knockdown, this is an actual stun, this is a stagger. Feels so good. Although I do really like at least 1 point in hammer time. And power on a heavy attack, increase attack damage by 20%, because what you can do is you can like stun people into heavy attacks with a hammer, so it just crushes them. And you swap to your great axe to, keep the damage rolling, but this is good stuff. And it debuffs them a lot, has big range on it. You get more damage when targets are debuffed. There's so much cool stuff to work with here. But I may end up going into the Juggernaut tree once I maybe buff my abilities a little bit more. Because stuff like this, like grit on heavy attacks, is really big. So cool. Like, I love the way that New World has set up the talents for weapons. I mean, they're pretty basic, but they all do seem really, really cool. And it makes every weapon seem pretty strong. Just to talk about it, this is kind of what I'm doing, and I will update you guys on like where I'm planning to go, because I have more testing to do as well. I'm new to New World. I just wanted to share some things that I found effective already to give you guys some guidance, and it's just fun to give you guys an update. For Berserker, this is pretty much what this is going to look like. You just go boom, 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 boom. I have like one ability as Berserker, and it's just as a Hatchet, and it's just Berserk. And then I'll probably end up taking a bunch of these passives that just crank your damage. And maybe a throw would be good, you know? Maybe eventually a Feral Rush would be good, because you're gonna need to put a lot of points into this tree in order to access Defy Death, which is crazy. Cheat Death. Basically, you avoid death. Staying on like 1 HP, kind of like Tryndamere, right? If you guys have played League of Legends. Or like DKs, you know, when they have their, you know, Purgatory. And if you get healed, I mean, if you get healed back up, then you don't die, right? Like, so if you take a potion or you kill the opponent, it's not like you die after. It's like if you get that 3-second immortality and then you get healed, you are alive. So it's really powerful in duels too. Like, you know, if it's a close fight and both targets are low, you swap to your Hatchet. And even if you don't have any like heals, if you don't have Berserk or anything, you just swap to the Hatchet, and it gives you 3 more seconds. So like, if you're trading blows at the very end, you know, you could take a hit that would kill you, but you survive, and they take a hit that kills them, and then you win the duel. It's pretty funny. But yeah, for Berserker, I mean, I just put a bunch of, like, you just go all the way down the tree in Berserk, which is, you know, damage, movement speed, heal yourself, get out of CC like a trinket, and then you are uninterruptible during your attacks. So it's really good. They nerfed the heal, but it's still really powerful. And then you combine that with all these like passives. That's pretty nutty. Really good stuff. Like it takes debuffs off of you. Like if you hit somebody, you know, when you're in low health, like it's really crazy stuff. Really crazy stuff. Like just attacking the same target buffs you in terms of making you tankier and makes them and empowers you. Like it's crazy. The Hatchet is so good. And it's like it's just face roll, like just left clicks. Very powerful stuff. But the throws are also good because there's like there's like a healing debuff one, right? I think it's this one actually. This is the healing debuff one. I don't know if I want to go that far into the throw tree, but healing debuff, I mean, that's powerful stuff. But you can also just have your right click turn into throw as well. So Hatchet's also fun. Like I said, I'm probably going to be using Great Axe Warhammer the most, but if I find a really mean Hatchet, or I feel just like switching it up, Hatchet's really fun too. And like I said, there are so many good weapons in the game. These are just my favorites. You guys know me. I'm a big warrior player. And if you don't know me, I'm a big warrior player. Thanks for watching, if you're new here. But my trade skills looking pretty good. Just been leveling, crafting, having a great time doing a lot of PvP. Definitely stay tuned for big PvP action and big PvP vids from me. Isn't that cool how the ice gem that I put my weapon actually affects the weapon? I didn't realize that. That's super cool though. Like I saw that this morning. But yeah, New World's been a blast. I am definitely interested in creating tons more content here on YouTube and of course on Twitch every day about New World. I wanted to give you guys an update on where my character's at basically before I start day 2. In terms of my gear and my primarily that Great Axe Warhammer like PvP leveling build. That will be changing as we go, but definitely want to give you guys an update if you wanted to run something similar because it feels great. And you can see it in action very, very soon here on YouTube. And then, of course, on Twitch, like I mentioned. But also, let me know if you guys have any questions about New World. Definitely very interested in making instructional content for you guys. Really anything that you're interested in, I would love to see if we can get going for you because this game's a blast. I'm going to be playing a lot of it. And definitely pumped to help you guys out along the way with any sort of information that I can. share with you, and hopefully you guys are having fun too. Either way, time to hit the gym, get this day going, and I will see you guys on stream. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate the love. Be sure to show this video some big support in the thumbs ups and the comments if you guys want to see more videos from me, so that YouTube will pop those in your feed. And be sure to subscribe and enable notifications as well to get a better chance of that and support the channel. So, thanks for watching. Appreciate the love. See you guys next time. Peace.